Alright guys, when you guys are coming in, let me know if you guys can hear the audio or not. Let me know if you guys hear audio. Hopefully audio's coming in. Now I can hear you, there we go. I need to reinstall Streamlabs. It did that earlier today too. I'm sorry guys. I'll have it good to go tomorrow. Can you hear? Okay, perfect. I'll figure out what happened to Streamlabs tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. No big deal. Appreciate it. Can somebody type in chat to refresh the chat too? Just to make sure everybody sees that. God, dude, I've had to restart my stream twice today now. And Twitch used to have this thing. Hard to tier to level with made you swap. Sorry, so the second change that made it harder to level. Oh, yeah. So I'm not able to specify the exact thing because it was on the test server and it never made it to go live. But there was a change on a specific thing we were using for the skill that I'm trying to think how to phrase it. I don't want to get in trouble, but yeah, there was a change made to the build very last second that made the mana way harder to sustain. Like, it used to be almost infinite, and I could just keep evading and never even had to cast anything in between, and it would just constantly spawn out damage. So, yeah, they made a change, and then I had to adjust the build, and it lost damage. So, now it requires more gear investment to get to that same level of damage. So that was the big change. And it caught me for surprise. It was after I already made the video that they made the announcement. And I thought it would be fine. We'd still be able to work through it, and it'll still be fixable. Like I said, I got to 200 corruption in one day, so it was pretty good. It's just getting it to like high corruption levels will be a little bit more gear intensive than what it was before. It's solid. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I didn't refresh and it came back one fine. Did it? Okay, that's good. Sorry, Lo, if you cut out the explanation, just wanted to hear what you were trying to say. I have an idea. Yo, what's up, Solid? How's it going? You guys can still hear me right now, right? I'm getting so lost every time when I have to do a loot filter. I hate it. Yeah, loot filters are annoying for sure. Did you have a specific question about how to do something on a loot filter? I'm happy to help you. I've done a fair share of loot filters in my day, so happy to help you out with that. Is this something you should mention on your build video, or you did already? They added it. They changed it after I made the build video issue. They changed it after I made the build video. So I need to do an update. I just haven't had any time because I've been playing the whole time trying to keep pushing. So by the way, I see people using Marina's Lost Soul on Static Orb and do not understand how it works. I mean, the wand adds necrotic damage, but this build does lightning, so why? I've seen one person doing that. I'm trying to think why they would be doing it off the top of my head. I'd have to look at their planner. Appreciate the explanations, Love. Of course, man. Yeah, honestly, that it kind of ruined my first day of the season because I was just really depressed about it because like I had played a different build in test server and it was so good and so easy to build and it was like a very good cycle starter, and then it just kind of like changed a lot. So I was pretty depressed about it, which is part of the reason why I just wanted to get into something else that I could smash and then I could go back to it. Even though it was still a really good build, it was just the concept of like everything changing and it being harder for people to start that made me really depressed. But I'm doing much better today. We're gonna make this build, we're gonna smash it out, gain a bunch of currency, I'm gonna go back and make that build god tier. So that's the plan. Yeah, I'd have to look at one of the planners though with the Marina Lost Soul to try to better understand it. I saw one person doing it, and I kind of thought the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck? So I wonder if there's another interaction that it's going off with something else. Which one? Oh, it is the static orb build. Yeah, still a super good build, still super strong. Just some stuff that caught me off guard that they changed last second. So I'm level 92, 200 corruption on that one. First day of play, so yeah, it's still a good build. Okay. So I should just need to have this in my inventory. Harbinger Needle. I haven't used one yet. It should break and give me a whole bunch of gazes when I kill this boss. And then that should allow me to jump up my corruption really, really fast on this ult. Seems like at about 2k mana, Static Orb is going to do a ton of damage and not have such big... Yes, exactly. Yeah, once you get to about like 1.5, 2k mana, then it should just skyrocket and just be insane. Yeah, it's just getting it to that point. Gonna try to damage these guys slightly even. Yeah, they're all dead. Good night. Bye-bye. Alright, so we got Fire Res, Dodge Rating, Armor Roll Channeling, so I'm gonna keep my current one. Alright, let's see if it gave us the shit we needed. 2 LP Snowblind? Alright. Sure. I hope I did it right. No, it's still in here. Breaks if equipped. Oh, it's an idol! Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh, guys! I don't know how to read! I didn't realize, I didn't see the small idol underneath it. I just saw, I just figured you had to have it in your inventory. Oh no. That's my first time trying to use it. Yeah, it actually slots in as an idol. Oh my god. Reading's hard, boys. Reading's hard. Oh well, oh well. Alright, I'm just gonna kill a shade. I'm just gonna kill a shade. 18, is 18 the highest? I think 18's the highest. Yeah, okay. Reading's hard. This build looks cool. Can I play it as my first class and level? Thanks. Solid. So what I would recommend doing, let me do this for you, Solid. Play as a Bleed Falconer. So here you go. Use this. Use that planner. Play as a Bleed Falconer. Once you get this bow, it's not super it's not super rare. Pretty easy to get. I got one while playing on my mage. Like I wasn't even playing a rogue. They're pretty common. It's a level 36 bow. So once you get a Dragon Song at about like 65, 70, that's when I would switch. Big parts are you just need minus mana cost on your rings, and you just need to try to get good crit chance. So once you get those things, you can make the switch over. Oof, oh, that hurt. Yeah, at least now you won't forget it. Yeah, I know, true. I made all that extra effort to get to the boss. Thanks, bro. Of course, man, of course. Yeah, and then whenever you're ready, just come over to the stream and I'll give you the other planner. And you can play this build. That's one of the best leveling setups, by the way, for that Bleed Falconer. Bleed Falconer is like one of the best builds to level with. It's so smooth. I started as a meteor, having just got the game a few days ago, and it's pretty fun. It was a bit sketchy in early empowered, but once I got some mana exalts, it's pretty great. Yeah, it can be, yeah. Alright, let's blow this guy up. Guys, what happened? Shade? Shade, are you there? Hello? Hey, did you guys see a boss? I think there was supposed to be a boss there. Didn't they add that new ward mechanic, guys? I'm pretty sure they said they were adding a ward mechanic. One more question about Harbingers. Can you keep farming the same one or just one per mono? I think it's one per mono. I think it's 1 per mono, Emil. I haven't messed around with it too much, but I'm pretty sure it wants to encourage you to play in all the monos. I played Ballista Falconer Deck Sector last league until it got nerfed, and it was literally unethical. Everything just got evaporated 3 screens away from me. Yeah, it also burned out your retinas from your eyes, so I hope you can still see it, Abstract. As in, I killed one in my first Unpowered, but when I got to the boss in the second mono, it didn't spawn since it wanted 125. I don't know. Does anybody in chat know? It's 1 per mono. Each next requires higher corruption up to 300. Yeah, but you have to switch mono timelines though, right, guys? I'm pretty sure that's how it works because if you look over here, it like puts check marks on each one. So I'm pretty sure you have to swap to each timeline and you have to increase your corruption as you go. So like right now, mine says 175. So I'm pretty sure I have to go to a different timeline at 175 corruption and then go and kill him. I'm pretty sure that's how it functions. I mean, you can't still kill them each time in each timeline to get loot, but to progress. Okay, that's what I understood too, Abstract. So yeah, so you can still kill the Harbingers in the same one, but in order to spawn the final boss, you need to kill all 10. That was my understanding as well. I just want to make sure I understood it correctly. That poor Shade. Okay, I do actually have something I want to put in there. So let me clear this off so I don't die. I can throw something in here. Okay, place inventory. Let's see, what was I gonna put in here? I think I was just gonna put the staff wherever that went. Yeah, this could be pretty good. Okay. Yeah, if that hits some good rolls, I could potentially sell it because it rolled almost perfect on the staff. So, what dropped over here? A ring. Hey, an Orient Sunsail with 1 LP. You have a planner for your current Falconer build? Yep, exclamation point build. Pop to Frostclaw. How's Frostclaw feeling for you, Em? Basically, to unlock them in the next timeline, you previously need Corrupt plus 25. Yeah. Yeah, you'll also get a boost to how fast you push Corruption in each timeline based on your other timelines. So if you push Corruption in one timeline and you move over to the next timeline, the first time you kill a Shade boss, it's going to give you a bunch of extra Corruption to help you catch up faster. And then these new needle things that you can put in your idle slots should help out a bunch too. With pushing that. If you know how to equip a idle, unlike me. What build did you level with as Falconer? I leveled with a Bleed Falconer. Here, let me do this because I keep having to get the planner for everybody. Let me update one of my commands really quick. 1 sec. This will make this easier. Okay, put in exclamation point leveling. There you go. You already sent me the planner. Oh, no worries, man. Just use a bow while you're leveling. You can swap into swords if you want to stay on that build for longer, but just use a bow while you're leveling. Stun chance, really? Alright. Oop, I got hit by a bad there. Ignite chance. Pierce chance with Fireball, that's kind of interesting. Should add that to the Steam title too, or the stream title. Oh, for the leveling, yeah. Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, I'm so mad I had to restart my stream twice today. It's really killing my viewers. Not killing you guys, sorry, killing my views. Some people will refresh and come back in, but others won't. Well, I am in Lagan's temple, and I am a glass cannon. I need better gear. Yeah. Lagan is the kind of that first wall for a lot of new players. Do you not have all your idols and passive yet? Or are you just wanting... Ooh! Or are you just wanting to, go through the campaign to go through the campaign? Because I have not killed a storyline Lagan in years. Please don't kill me. Yeah, right? Hands up! Hey, man. Hey, what's up, Hamster? How you doing, man? Got Talon. Nice. Unless it's death by force feeding tacos, that may be acceptable depending on quality of said taco. I feel that. I feel that. I've been going through the campaign normally. Got it, got it. Yeah, I just hate the second part of the campaign, so I normally don't go through that part. I go through what I need to. That's enough of it for me. Oh, man. Tacos sound good. Although we just had tacos the other night for dinner. And then I had burritos for lunch today. +4 net, dude. Come on. It threw a random T7 on there and a T5, and it was +4 net. That's actually the unique I want to run on this build late game. I wonder what else it's going to throw on there, but yeah. +4 net is sadly not it. Although I could use net for my my movement skill. Smoke bomb is just better defensively, at least early on. So maybe I switch over to net later. It does give me a lot more damage using net. I'm thinking of going back to Mad Alquan. The Scepter made Frostclaw strong, but mana hungry. So it's really important, depending on what version of Frostclaw that you're playing, is if you're playing Spark Charge, you need Frostclaw to cost at least 40 mana. I successfully equipped the idol for a boss kill, gaming like a pro. Someday I hope to be at your level. Because I am not there yet. I am not there yet. Yeah, if you're playing the Spark Charge version, Frostclaw has to cost at least 40 mana. And Scepter, or if you're using a wand, it gives you -3 to -4 mana cost of your skills, so it may brick your build. So just keep that in mind. It messes with me so much when I'm looking at my stream session and it says I've been live for 22 minutes. Does that mean I have to go another 8 hours, guys? See? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. 8 more hours. I'll just increase that to tier 6. That's kind of a big sword. I have lost all sense of time, though. Because I typically always start stream around the same time, so I just use that to kind of gauge. What is that? T6, T6? Oh, it's kind of on a low-level base, though. It's got T5 sealed fire damage on there. That's still a meaty boy. Seems like a bonus corruption for distance only applies to the basic corruption. Yes, correct. Yeah, only the basic corruption. The gaze one will always be the same. Hornslinger. Ooh, that's a good idol. 5%, 20. Oh, that's almost perfect, dude. That's gonna sell for a lot. Let's go. Big monies. Does the damage from the bow proc deal the majority of the damage in this build? So, yes, it does. It does most of the damage. So my Falcon does a decent amount of damage. The explosive traps themselves do almost no damage. So there's people who have made this build before where they lean in more as a hybrid build that do it as like throwing damage and spell damage. With my version, I run this almost all majority spell damage and then have a really high emphasis on armor shred because there's so many small hits going off with all of the extra traps and falconer stuff and all of that, where I lean more into the armor shred aspects and spell damage. But the Falcon, he gets a stacking buff that's based on my additive throwing, spell, and melee damage. And because I'm running the Morning Frost boots, that applies all 3 of those things for each point of dex I have. It does give my Falcon actually quite a bit of damage. Alchemist Ladle. How much base is it worth to try to get if you're going if you're getting blocked by shades, give or take? I typically try to get 2 to 3 gazes, and then that's when I stop. So however long it takes me to get 2 to 3 gazes. Would it be possible to use Reign of Winter instead of Dragon Song? Do not recommend it. Yeah, I do not recommend it. So there's a couple reasons why. For starters, the Reign of Winter has like 200% additive effectiveness, or has 200% effectiveness of additive damage. The Dragonfire has 900% additive effectiveness. The second reason why, fuck it, I'm too lazy to do this. I'm just gonna challenge it. The second reason why is if you read the Reign of Winter, the Reign of Winter says that it will apply, or has a chance to proc icicles on bow hit. So what that means is you have to change Explosive Trap to be an arrow by taking the Blast Rain nodes, and then it functions completely differently, and it feels way less smooth to proc. So less damage, less smooth to proc. It is now a bow skill, not a throwing skill, and now it's also hard to deal with the mana. So, yeah, I think it is way less effective. Oh, after saying that, I don't need a second reason? Yeah. Yep, yeah. I had the same thought process as you, though, Rect. When I first was messing around with this build, is I was like, oh, Reign of Winter would be sick, because Reign of Winter can hit stuff across the screen with, like, piercing ice projectiles. I'm like, that would be pretty cool if I could apply the same concept. And then I started doing testing on it, and I'm like, fuck. Never mind. Yeah. So, I'd say it's the same thought process, though. Yeah, it would have been nuts. Yeah, that would have been cool. Okay. Personal thought about Last Epoch. One thing I really like about Last Epoch is it has very limited limitations on like uniques and gear, where it's like even if something is more like specific to a certain type of skill, you can still use it on like different classes. For instance, the Forge Guard ring. The Forge Guard ring you can still use on like a Sork and stuff like that, and you can still use it, and I love that. I really dislike the fact that bows are limited to rogue. Can you imagine how cool the Reign of Winter would be if it didn't say bow hit and it could be used on any class? It's like, oh cool, now I could use a Sork and I could use the actual icicle skill that shoots out ice projectiles, and I can proc more of them, you know? I don't know why, but that drives me nuts that it's that way. I don't like it when games limit me. It's like Path of Exile. Like Path of Exile, you can play a spellcaster that uses a bow. Why not? Why not? Let me have fun. Let me break the game in my own way. Carrie, if you're in chat, I saw your message, and I will look into it after stream. Thank you for your consideration, though. Yeah, I will take a look at it and get back to you guys. Any issue with the build yet, brother? Still hooked on D4? Gonna switch over at some point? No, build is smashing, Kyle. Build is smashing. Yeah, D4 was fun, but I was kind of at my end. But I'm glad that I have a second game to kind of rotate to. I have every slot triple GA except for my grandfather, so it just feels wrong quitting on him without it. Dang, dude. You're going triple GA granddaddy? I think that means you're skipping season 5 and you're just gonna play on the legacy servers. Oh, dude, that's sick though. What bar build are you playing again? You're playing Whirlwind, right? How did that phantom roll? Hey, can you guys stop hitting me? That is rude. I am trying to check gear. Thank you. It's a 1% critter. Oh, what? Okay. The dragon drop is definitely bugged. It keeps grabbing like the wrong gear. I swapped back to static and tried it again. Yeah, I see no issues. Now back to Claude. Nice, dude. Now that you got your mana up quite a bit higher, that's sick. Ruined. Yeah, I cleared 101 in 49 seconds this morning. That's pretty speedy. That's pretty speedy. Oh, there was a boss there. Whoops! I honestly didn't even see the boss. I was just kind of like working my way towards where it was saying he was at, and then he just got deleted. I meant I see your issue. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Alright. When I do this next boss, I need to equip that idle slot. I need to equip the idle slot before I do the boss. So that way I can get a whole bunch of extra corruption. So it's good for, so I can get to the corruption I need to for the Harbingers. I'm killing Abomination all evening and still no belts. Unlucky today. That belt is kind of rare. That is the rare drop off of that boss, so it's not surprising. Okay, before I do anything else, that is going right there. And then they should give me, I think, like 4 Gazes of Orbis. Oh, oops, I forgot to be, casting my Falcon. Give me my mana back. Okay, so that's less armor. Nothing else really matters, I don't think, on this, so... Yeah, it did consume it. Are you making a video on this one? Yeah, I will be. I will be at some point. Alright, yeah, so that did give us 4 gazes. So... that gives us an extra 48 corruption on this. How much corruption do I need again? It is 175. I could just go kill this shade here and I'd have enough corruption. I might as well just go further until I'm about ready for the next boss, though. Let's just do that. Yeah, I'll make a video on this King Shades. I don't know when, because it takes me a long time to do videos. Probably like Sunday, though. Because I normally take Sunday off stream, so that'll probably be a good time for it. Fair. Yeah, it normally takes me the entire day from about 10:30 in the morning to like 12 o'clock at night to do the videos, so that should give me plenty of time. I want to see how much the Falcon hits for. Hold on. No more traps are flying. Yeah, 28,000 on the Falcon hit. Not bad. Oh, I think his buffs went down too because I wasn't throwing traps. I forget that he gets buffs when I'm throwing the traps too. Not bad though. That rolled kind of bad. So how did this one roll? That one's not bad. +3, +2. I'll be back on my AFK here while I make tacos sooner. Hey, no worries, King. I appreciate being here, man. How far do you see yourself taking this build? Is it going to be like last season where you try to reach a goal or find a company level and farm to get Giga rich? I like to push my builds to good levels. So it just kind of depends on how long it takes me and if I'm still having fun with it. I do still want to get to the point where I'm making new content for other builds, just to keep my YouTube having videos on it. So it kind of just depends on how long it takes me to get somewhere with it, you know? I'm typically not that interested in just, like, getting rich, though, and just, like, staying at a certain level just to make money. But as long as it feels like I'm making like good improvements on the build and it's not slowing down too much and the investment path is like clear, where it's like, okay, if I upgrade this thing, I should get a decent amount of return for it, then I'll try to keep going. But I don't know what the good benchmark is anymore for corruption, since the difficulty scaling of the game has changed so much. It's like before, I like minimum wanted a build to be like 500 corruption. It's like 500 corruption is a good minimum, and then if the build feels like it's going really comfy, then I normally stop at 1,000 no matter what, because I need to make time for new builds. That was kind of what it was like before. So I'll have to kind of get a good feel for what that new benchmark is for me with the new level of content, if that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Not sure where that line is anymore. Yeah. They wiped away the line, and now we're all desperately on our hands and knees trying to find where it's at. Yeah, it'll be interesting though. Guess we might as well just throw that guy in there. See what we get. Get a Juicer Malatros in case they ever fix it. I'm pretty sure they didn't fix it this patch. I'm like 90% sure. They said they fixed it in a previous patch, but then they didn't actually. And so I wonder if they are gonna pretend like it's still fixed, or if they are gonna actually go through and update that at some point. I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything about it in the patch notes. Some people still like to use the sword though, just for the extra levels. Hey, Luffy, do you know where the Pinnacle boss will be added to the semi-offline mode? I wish there was an issue. I heard there was an issue. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that is. I don't think they've made an announcement yet. Because people have killed the boss, so I'm guessing it should probably come here in a day or two. I'm not sure what the problem was that they were encountering, though. Yeah, sorry. I wish I knew. I would love to try out some of my old builds on it and see how they fare. Get me some practice in. What change was it that made the static orb Sorg not feel the way it did in test ROMs? I can't tell you the exact change. Gallus. Yeah. Because it never went live, I can't explain it. I can't tell you the exact, like, changes. It was something that massively impacted the quality of life, though. Yeah, there's an NDA for the test stuff. Abroth is available in all online modes about 2 hours ago. Oh, there you go. Yeah, then maybe it's supposed to still be back. But when you are ready to go back to your Mana Sword, Frostclaw is insanely OP right now with the Arcane passive, because Frostclaw costs 42 mana when built. Oh yeah, no, I actually did that. I think you were there, Frozen Legend. Yeah. I showed that off yesterday. Did some testing with it. Where I was like, yeah, this would be pretty strong. Where I was almost... I was kind of like talking to chat. I'm like, hey, we could either go this route for right now, or I could play a different character. I just still want to go back to Static Orb at some point and make it bigger. Yeah, the new 40 mana is insane. Because every single projectile applies the Spark Charge. Big Shock Boom, yeah. Oh man, the stash bug is killing me here. Which one? Which one? I think there might be a few. The one that's killing me is when I try to grab a certain item and instead it grabs a different item. That drives me nuts. You ask that guy where I can find the source for the Alberoth added to offline. Where did he see that? Yeah, where did they post that, Kyle? Do you know? Was it on like the forum or where? Oh no, he said on all online modes. I'm sorry, Joy. Yeah, he said all online modes. So it's on the non-seasonal right now. Or non-cycle. Discord news channel? Okay. Yeah, that's Legacy, yeah. Tabs are randomly appearing and disappearing at any given time. I have access to like half of them. Is that on the Legacy, Ebdo, that you're having that issue with? I definitely haven't had that issue. Is that on Cycle or Legacy? No, only in one. Okay. So it is only on Cycle. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't had that issue, but I haven't created any new tabs today, so I don't know if maybe that had something to do with it, but... It's a very start of Cycle? Interesting. Okay, no, I haven't ran into it at all. If it's been happening since the start. Stats Chab went rogue for him. Pretty annoying when you want to put something in an egg. Yeah, that would make sense. 47% chance to ignite. That is not what I wanted. If that unique is MIA for like 5 hours. What the hell? Yeah, that's crazy. Stash tab issues are scary. So you just gotta pray and hope that we don't just randomly delete a whole bunch of our stash tabs. That's nuts. By the way, how is the build going? Is damage just what you were hoping for? Yeah. Yeah. We're about to do some bosses, Joy. And I'll show you what the bosses feel like. And to give you a good comparison, or a good idea too, almost all of my gear is focused on quality of life right now. It's all just mana regen. I have almost no actual damage stats on my gear. So this is like the bottom of the damage. I was just making sure I had enough crit so I could proc, and I have a whole bunch of mana. The big part that scales my damage is when I start dex stacking. And I haven't really stacked a lot of decks yet. Augie, show me bosses? Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm at 65 decks, and I should be at like 150 by the time I'm done. So... because every dex adds flat spell damage for me. Yeah, this next Shade kill will give me the corruption I need to kill a Harbinger. I'm still a little squishy though, because I only have 1600 health, but... we'll get to that part too. Oh, I am level 80. I could actually swap some of my gear around now. And wear like the highest base level stuff. I'll do that later though. Let's see how the boss feels without me swapping gear, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so 14. Okay, so we'll do this guy. That will give me the corruption I need, and then I'll kill the timeline boss, and then that will spawn the guy. Kill first, so no defense needed. No, so eventually I will be cap dodge, cap glancing blow, and I'll be pretty close to capped armor. On top of that, I use silver shrouds, which guarantee me to have dodge on like certain attacks after I use smoke bomb. So there's some pretty good defenses built into. It's just not right at the moment. I'll also be endurance capped eventually. I just haven't got to that part yet. That's all like fine tuning the gear. So we'll get there though. Not too bad. Not too bad. Nice, yeah. Yep, like pretty much all my gear is like mana regen. That's the only one I have a dex on. Mana regen. Like I'm just trying to get mana. Minus throwing cost mana. Minus throwing cost mana. Alright. We can now get the Harbinger. Kind of weird, the best way to improve mana issues is to increase mana costs. Oh, on there? Yeah. It's because it's all percentile based, yeah. Also, if you look at Archmage on the Sorcerer, once you get over 1,000 mana, like flat mana, it gives you a 100% chance to refund 20% mana. Where at 300 mana, it's 70%, and less than 300 mana, it's 35%. So that's the other part too. Alright. Trying not to kill them all too far apart here. I keep forgetting to use my Falcon on bosses, and then I run out of mana. I need to get that other T7 mana roll on my gear. But not too bad. Before doing the upgrades. Alright, so we got 203 armor, dodge rating, fire shred. Yeah, we'll probably keep. Hey, we got another needle. Nice. Oh, and we got a Flames of Midnight ring. Hell yeah. How'd it roll? Pretty low. That's alright. Oh, and then we got a Plague Dragon Staff with 1 LP. And we got +5 to poison skills. That might sell. Yeah, they rolled pretty good. And +6 to maximum locus. Hell yeah, dude. You dropping a build guide for this sometime? Yeah, I should have it sometime this week. Maybe Sunday, because Sunday's my day off, but we'll see. Yeah, mana is all over the place for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Perry's using this staff, or this spear. Now we got 2 of the new unique items though. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go buy some gear though. How much gold do I have? I'm running a little low on gear. Let me try to get some upgrades real quick. Because I can wear some new base items now, and so that might change some stuff up. So, man, I lose so much Fizz Res from both of these though. That's gonna be a little bit hard. Because I want to drop Prismatic Gaze, because I'm gonna be grabbing the base crit chest piece now that I'm level 80 and I can equip it. So that will be nice. And then I want to drop my quiver if I can, because now I can get the quiver that gives me a more damage multiplier. So I want to at least swap out those 3 things. I can't wear the gauntlets I want yet. And these are pretty nice, other than the attunement. Can I try to hit that attunement now? Let's see. Ooh, RIP. Word gain on Potionius. Alright, These are all T5, right? T4. Maybe swap the gloves? We'll see. We'll see. But we'll definitely want to swap the chest piece if I can. Can I get an invite to the bazaar? Yeah, just put in Pinching Loaf. So click H, Party, Invite Player, Pinching Loaf. Okay, so I want percentile health on my chest piece right now. We're gonna go health, increase health, confirm, tier 6. Subtype. Let's see if I can find a decent one for this right subtype. Okay, so there are some. They're expensive though. Yeah, so I can only afford one of them. With that on there. That's a 2%er. Which... I think it goes up to 3. Yeah, it goes up to 3, so I'd have to re-roll that. And it's got a dead stat with Vitality Mana. The prefix would be hard to fix. I don't think that's worth it. What did I sell? Oh, it's for 0 gold, just for the extra stuff. Okay. Let's see what Dex looks like. What does an exalted Dex look like? Okay, that's more doable. We got 100k, 300k. I think I might hold off on the chest piece, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty expensive right now. I think it'll go down in price once some more come over here. Yeah, let me take a look at the quiver. I want a spider silk quiver with crit chance right now. Yeah, I've got that new shield axe from a monolith with T6 melee damage each as hell. Sounds promising. I think most of the time you're using throw. I guess if you're doing shield bash, it's not bad. I got one with crit. Okay, what do we got here? Just want to see what mine had on it again. Lightning and Fizz Res. I definitely need the Fizz Res. I'm probably going to keep my chest piece, though. Yeah, so I need Fizz Res. I don't need the Lightning Res, though. I could use Fizz and Void Res, or I could get Armor Shred on there if I'm really lucky. Okay, Rarity, Exalted. Oh, it reset my thing. I hate that you can't look at your gear. It's kind of annoying. So Fizz Res and Shred would be ideal. If I can get one semi-affordable. If I can get one that looks like I can probably get what I want on there. That one's got Shred and Crit. I'm pretty sure that's T5 Fizz, and it's out of Forging Potential. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm stuck with. Those look like both really low values, so I might be able to make that one work. This one, yeah, actually this one's probably my best one, because I can at least get the right suffixes. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so I need Fizz Res for sure. Then I want Shred. Full fire damage, that's okay. I'm still getting an 8% more damage multiplier on there, so that's still definitely worth it. And it's still enough to cap me, so we're good. Okay, we'll do that for now. And then when I make more money, I will try to deal with that. How much are these spears going for? Where's Spear at? Where is Spear? Is it technically that one? Yeah, 200 Spear. Oh, I wanted that one. Is it the Draw Sting? Oh no, it's Plague Draw. That's what I want. I want to see how much these are going for with Forging Potential. There's none. Interesting. Well, there might be one now. That's right? Yeah, we'll put up for that much. See if anybody wants to buy it for 1.5. Okay. This also might be kind of cool. Here's that. Okay. Alright, let's go back. So, what do I need to do now? So I need to get over 200 corruption on one of these timelines. Trying to think which one would be the least shitty to do. Oh, the other thing I can do, how's my cold res? I'm pretty over on cold res. Let me buy an idol real quick. Hold on. Let me see how much this costs. Throne of Ambition. How much is a Throne of Ambition at the moment? 190. That's not too bad. That's a pretty big amplifier. We'll buy that too. Okay, so all of them are 3%ers, so 12. And yeah, 13. Okay. Now we don't have to farm that timeline too much. Yeah, and then we're still good on cold res. We got a Throne of Ambition. That's going to give us more armor and more damage. Let's go farm one of these other timelines. I already have Black Sun. I already got Rain of Dragons. Let's just go do Blood, Frost, and Death. I need that one. Do you think they will add a way to divine unique somehow in next cycle? It feels like it's really lacking right now to prevent it to be too OP. It could be limited attempts per item. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the route they want to go with that. I really like the route they took this time with the Nemesis, where it gives value to 0 LP uniques. Because now, if you're on a budget, you just go buy 0 LP uniques, you put them in an egg, and you have a chance to get like corrupted ones or legendary ones. Sorry. So I like that aspect. I think there should probably be some way to craft the legendaries, but yeah, they would need to limit it to maybe like 1 or 2 times. And maybe they make it a chore to do that. Like maybe it's tied to the end of a dungeon. You get to like reforge a legendary or a unique or something. But yeah, I'm not sure what that would look like yet, or what the best way would be to balance that. It would definitely be too powerful if they made it very easy to do. Yeah, I like that too, and I think Divine Uniques could go this way also. Yeah. Yeah, because then that could give you, yeah, more of a reason to be able to sell, like, shitty LP rolls, you know? Where it's like, oh, I got a 3 LP unique, but it happened to hit +2 instead of +5 on the levels or something, you know? So it could give, if somebody's willing to take the gamble, if there's only a limited number of chances on doing it or something, then it could give some value to that and allow people to take those gambles if they want. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I just don't know the best way to implement it. But I like giving players the option to do more with the items that are dropping, you know? Just how much complexity do you add to it, or then it becomes overwhelming, where PoE has like too many things, you know? But they're definitely not at that complexity level yet, so it would be an interesting different cycle theme. Nice, you got a 2 LP ladle. Hey, let's go, dude. Need to work 2 dungeons for better rewards. Yeah, the other 2 dungeons rewards do kind of suck booty cheeks. I agree. I agree. Ugh. Could get some interesting snowdrifts here for the Frostbite boys. Think it's a good slam. I also got a 2 LP ladle while farming Tribo for my second Rune Ascending. Unfortunately, not need it and playing COF. Is it? Oh, that would be the regular ladle then. Yeah. Yeah, the big one's gonna be the Mad Alchemist ladle. If you get like a 2 LP one of those, that will actually sell for a lot. Yeah, sadly, I don't think anybody really uses the regular ladles. So do you always play Merchant Guild? No. This is actually my first time playing Merchant Guild, Eminal. So all of last cycle, I played COF. All of my characters were self-found. So... yeah, chat really wanted me to experiment and try this out and see what my opinion was of everything. So this is my first time kind of going through that experience. It's a weird concept, and I keep on having to remind myself that I don't have to go farm stuff. Like my Throne of Ambition there, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have to go and do that timeline. I can just go buy it for next to nothing, you know? So how to compare for you? I have PoE, trade PTSD, so honestly I didn't even consider going MG. It's difficult because right now the Merchant's Guild is set up kind of clunky. They're supposed to be doing an update in this cycle at some point. They just couldn't get it at launch to make things feel not so clunky. So like I hate that I have to go to all the different vendors for each type of item. I can't just look at one guy and look at all different trade stuff. So that's kind of annoying. There's not really an easy way to price check. So it's not like PoE where you have like an add-on that you just like hold over an item and it automatically price checks it for you. So there's a lot of clunkiness to it that makes it less fun. Where if those stuff existed, I would love it. And so early on, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even engage with the trade hardly at all. I didn't really want to touch it. It's just like, it took time away when I could be leveling and gaining more XP and getting more drops. And so for the first early part, I completely ignored it. I just started messing with it now as I'm building this character. And that part has been convenient where it's like, man, I really need this one stat. This would help me kind of get my build going. And then I was able to, you know, get some starter gear and just like start rolling. And that was really nice. I feel like CUF is more exciting though, where it's like, hey, I only have to do this really like once a day. Once a day, I'll roll a whole bunch of prophecies. I'll spend 20 minutes doing it. And then I get like 30 minutes, 45 minutes of just like loot overload where it's just raining loot from the sky. And that's really exciting to me and fun. And I enjoy that. And I already know where to kind of find all the different loot. And so that helps if I'm self-farming stuff. And it kind of gets me to enjoy different parts of the game. And that part's really exciting too. So I think right now, I'm not max level yet. I haven't been able to experience all the stuff. But right now, with my experience, I feel like COF is more enjoyable for me. Merchant is obviously the best way if you're just like trying to really min-max your characters and that's all you care about. But yeah, COF was more fun. I tried MG this league. It's definitely more powerful early on, but feels too clunky, so I switched. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Absolutely. So it makes you engage more towards each item, do research, to actually have more fun with that compared to this league where I went trade. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly how I was feeling. But some people, their whole reason for playing action RPGs is they love the market aspect. And so that can be really fun for some people. And I do like a little bit of that. But yeah, if they were to fix the clunkiness, I think I would have a much different opinion, and they would probably be more even in my eyes of like fun level. But we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. It's definitely still have been nice to be able to engage with that mechanic, and it's good for me to get a little bit of Jesus Christ, different perspective. You know, I did want to try it just for that. I think the long term of each league saying COF probably makes me play more. Yeah, I could see that. Especially if you don't like playing tons of alts. If you play tons of alts, it can be kind of fun. But then you go through the characters faster. Or like for me, you know, it took me like at least a week or two to really get a character going. Our first Exsanguinous. That would be a good egg item. Doubling Prophecies rework COF could be very OP later, actually. Probably even easier to gear than MG, since getting high LP will be easier through COF. How does the egg work? Yeah, so the egg works when you get a Nemesis, he always gives you 1 unique and then 3 random items. One of those items could potentially be an egg. How the eggs works is if you challenge the Nemesis, the egg is going to turn into a random unique. Or you could slot in your own unique in place of the egg, and you can empower him, and then your unique might get legendary potential or might get a random legendary stat. So, like, I could throw that Exsanguinous into the Nemesis monster next time I see an egg. So I'll show you next time you get one. My traps are like going on the roof there. Okay. Alright, perfect. So I have an egg right here. So you can see right here, we have an egg, and then it says replace. So if I click replace, I can now put my Exsanguinous in here, confirm. Now my Exsanguinous is in this spot. And so now I can click empower, and I can keep trying to upgrade that by killing him. So the next time I see him, my Exsanguinous is going to be upgraded. I thought if I put my own legendary, it would change into a different one. Oh, yeah. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Yeah, really hyped if you get a build-defining drop. Yeah. Yep. No, I agree with you, Wiz. I agree with you. But it's good for me as a content creator to have played both, you know, and have that experience. So that way when people come in and they ask questions and stuff like that, I'll at least be able to answer it. Alright, so now if I look in here, I have my Exsanguinous in here and it has Void Res. I'm gonna empower it one more time though. Have you gotten any sketchy RMT side offers again this season? Not yet. I got a promotional sponsor while we were during this stream, but it wasn't for RMT. So it might be one I consider. My thing is, I don't want to do any sponsors where I'm ever advertising anything to you guys that I don't like or enjoy. So like, I get tons of mobile game sponsorship offers like every single day, and I will never touch those with a 10-foot pole. Just not my thing. I have gotten many RMT sponsor offers from both Diablo, PoE, and Last Epoch stuff. Those I laugh at because they've obviously never watched my content because I shit on RMT stuff all the time. Yeah, this one looks interesting. So I'm gonna look into it. Alright, so we just got double void. It pulls up. I do not understand, by the way, why possibility to change faction exists. Like, you're losing basically all of your gear and you can't buy new ones because of no other rank, no other faction. So it's only if it has tags on it. So, like, if I didn't buy that gear and I found it, like this helmet I could use on this character even if I swap factions. It's easier to swap from merchants to COF, I feel like. It's more likely that the gear you find is going to have a COF tag on it than, like, just be able to find gear. You know, any gear I find in Merchant's Guild, I can use on COF. It's just if I bought it, I can't use it, you know? Oh, nice, we up? Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what they have to offer, so. Back, how's it going? Oh, it's going, dude. We're just slapping shit. Killing bosses, making harbingers our little bitch. We got a new quiver and a throne of ambition, so got a couple upgrades. Yeah, we got a quiver that's a spider silk quiver, so it gives us 8% more damage to all slowed enemies, which is a pretty big multiplier. So that's nice. Throne of ambition is giving us a bunch more armor and another 40% more fire damage, so huge multiplier. Our bossing DPS just skyrocketed. And I'm about to get on my next level another more multiplier. I'm not rich enough to afford the chest piece I want yet, though. I want the base crit chest piece. It's just a like regular rogue base, but I want it with exalted health or exalted dex on it, and I can't afford one yet that has good stats. So I need to get more money. I need to try to actually sell gear. Blessing increased fire damage works for us. Looking like Tooltip's lies are not working. Yeah, Tooltip is really busted. Don't worry about it. Yes, fire damage does increase our damage. You'd probably want to go more defensive if you have the option, like getting armor instead of fire damage. Because offense is not the issue with this build. Well, defense really isn't an issue either, but we have more offense than defense. So I would prefer to get armor over the offense, probably. Either that or getting Fizz Res. Fizz Res is the big one. Because Fizz Res is going to help us get more dex. Because we're going to lose Fizz Res every time we get dex. So yeah, if you're looking at the Spirits of Fire Blessing, that would be the ideal one to get. Ooh, that's a big lag spike. Oh, you are merchants? Yeah, yeah. This cycle I did decide to try out merchants. Chat wanted me to try it out, so yeah, we're trying it out. By the way, about meteors, basically there is no way to increase its damage rather than its level, and anyway will fall off in higher corruption. No way to fix it. Yeah, meteor doesn't scale with increased mana damage, really, or with increased maximum mana. The only thing it gets is if you're over either 300 or 400 mana, you get 100% crit. And there's some decent damage multipliers in the tree. So yeah, getting increased levels, it does help. But it doesn't just like scale super high after a certain point. Like you can get your typical like crit chance and crit multi and stuff like that. But it's just not as synergistic with like stacking increased maximum mana as some other skills are, because it just doesn't give a multiplier for it. Like Static Orb, you get a multiplier based on your maximum mana. So it's just kind of missing that. So eventually it will hit a stoppage of the damage. Yeah, it does have a lot of added damage. So, yeah, there's a couple ways you can try to get that. You have the option of going Lightning Meteor and trying to stack a fuck ton of intelligence. But the downside is you have to sacrifice your helmet for that. And the Sork helmet slot is like the most important slot. Because you have a bunch of uniques for the helmet slot that are so strong. And you can't get legendary potential on a set helmet. That's one way you can kind of get a bunch of flat. Lightning Meteor definitely hits the hardest, but yeah, you just have to sacrifice so much for trying to get it. Alright, there's another more damage multiplier for us. That's another 6% more. You can kind of ignore the crit with the always crit over 4 to mana, so there's some room for other stuff. Also, Harbinger of Ruin does a lot, yeah. Gotta go to sleep now, see you tomorrow. Hey, no worries, JB. I appreciate you being here. Wait, int gives added lightning damage, or how does it work? Yeah, so if you look, where's it at? Right here. So the set gives +1 spell lightning damage per intelligence. The downside is it costs you a helmet and a weapon, and then the weapon is a staff, so you don't get access to an offhand. And then the staff gives you less flat damage than a normal staff gives you. So you need to get a decent amount of intelligence before it offsets the staff. But if you get like really insane gear, then it is extra flat damage than what you typically be able to get. But yeah, so I don't know. And then the other big thing is going lightning damage on your meteor. There's a node inside of meteor that gives you a more damage multiplier if you're doing non-fire damage. So that's another big thing. What unique helmet do you take for meteor? Well, you can take the mana stacking helmets that are pretty big. That would give you a fuck ton of survivability. So you can either do Broken Crown or the new one that they just came out with. Both of those are really good options. Also, the helmet in general gives you access to stuff like being able to do int stack farther, or getting lightning critical strike multiplier that now you can't get because it's a set item. Yeah, I don't know. The helmet is just such a sought after piece. It's definitely one of the bigger pieces for all classes, and especially the Sork. So it just kind of sucks missing out on that, you know? You playing a new cycle or legacy? I never play legacy, yeah. I always play new cycle, J-Blitz. Yeah, that new helmet would give your meteor build a crap ton of defense. Okay, how much corruption would I get? I only get 5? Why is it not giving me bonus corruption? It should be giving me bonus corruption because I have a higher corruption on another timeline. That's weird. Right now, that's what I'm aiming for. Exalted mana percentage, so the unique is a bit. It sounded interesting, yeah. Oh, that was the boss. I really shouldn't be doing this node because it's giving critical strike avoidance. It's gonna affect my proc rate. Oh well. I'm sure we'll be fine. Definitely seeing some less crits, but that was pretty much at 100% crit. Yeah, what's the new unique helmet? It is called, let me pull it up here. Like the Seed of Yggdrasil or something? Yggdrasil? Yeah, Seed of Yggdrasil. So it gives you mana, increased mana regen, 28% of damage dealt to mana before health, and then the big one is 56% of endurance applies to all damage dealt to mana. So now you get a 60% damage reduction to the damage that's going to your mana, and then it gives you an 8% chance to take 0 damage when hit. So just a really big defensive chest, or helmet for mana stackers. Okay, I'm gonna use this guy here. We'll do that. That is gonna put me a little bit under cold res. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. Alright, this guy does have critical strike avoidance, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, well, we'll take the increase of bow drop rate. Got a pair of Frostbite Shackles and Last Steps of Living. Okay, we'll put that back there. Alright, now we have Forward Gaze of Oribus for the next time we kill Shade. It gives us 48 bonus corruption at least. Oh, right, it drops from the Pinnacle one? Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that they, it seems like they got rid of the corruption scaling for going to other timelines. Maybe it's just because my corruption wasn't high enough. Maybe there's like a minimum corruption you need to push in one timeline. in order for it to give you that. Maybe it's like 200 or 300 or something. Because my other one was like 175 or something like that. 180. What do I need to get up to again? I have to get up to 200, okay. I do get less crap from each gaze, so I should probably, before I kill the next boss, I need to get rid of these 4 gazes, because they are diminishing returns after 2 and after 4, so it'll give me less corruption for each of them. I just gotta kill a Shade of Orbis before I kill my next gaze. I just devised a plan to get my second timeline to 180, just did, got to 2 others, 125, 150, and then went back 175. Oh yeah, just for the bonus corruption? Is that what you're talking about? Is that the minimum? Is it 180? It might be better just to, if you're really trying to push, is just to scale one of them and then get the bonus with the bonus corruption. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just trying to double check. I can't remember what my other timeline was at. I can check. Because it wasn't giving me any bonus corruption. Let's go look at this one. Oh, got it. Yeah, because like this one's over 200. Why am I not getting a bonus corruption for killing the other ones? Yeah. So all it says is defeating a shade on a lower corruption timeline will be granted bonus corruption on the timeline with the highest corruption. So it should be giving this timeline bonus corruption. But it's not. Or not Follow the Empire. Wrong one. Blood, Frost, and Death. So there's no bonus corruption other than the gaze. Seems kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe a bug? Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go kill one, and maybe it still gives it to me. Who knows? Because there was the bug yesterday where it wasn't showing the numbers. So maybe it's just not showing up. Because it should have a slight catch-up mechanic. Okay, so I should be getting 60 corruption. So this should put me at 160 if it's giving me 0 bonus corruption. There used to be diminishing returns, so maybe they fixed that, Eminal, because of the new thing. But this should give me... I should be at 160 corruption when I kill this. If it gives me anything extra, then that's the bonus corruption. It's not showing up. It's giving the bonus corruption. It's bugged. Okay. That's why I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? Yep. So I got an extra 50 corruption off that. So now I'm in with range to spawn the boss, the Harbinger. Good to know. Yep. That is very good to know. Sick. Alright, I don't have to spend as much time. Also, RIP that shade. He got wrecked. What? How did I conquer that? Alright. You know, I guess. Even my meteors delete them in a similar time? Yeah. I guess it is only 100 corruption, you know, but... yeah, he only lasted a couple seconds. Hey Ray, how's it going? That's like 150, yeah. Meteor is good at front loading a lot of damage, where you can kind of just like dump your whole mana pool. So Meteor was used in the past for killing like T4 Jewelra stuff, because you could just get like a massive mana pool and then just dump out your entire mana instantly. Maybe I shouldn't stand in that. Hey, can that go away? I want to loot. Pop Arcane Ascendance and then just bye-bye mana pool. He's a boss I can push to ward in 1 mana load. Most can be burned through ward 2. Yeah. Yeah, you will get there, but yeah, right now we're too low of corruption. Give me a relic, knowledge of race, okay. Only lasts a couple seconds, that's what she said. Yeah, because I'm winning. That means I won. I really should be killing these just in case I get a ladle. And for the runes. I've just been too lazy. Alright, we're getting close to Harbinger. So what bow are you aiming for in this build? It is called the Dragon Song bow. So it is the bow that makes the whole build function, where it procs the Dragon Song fire. So I got a LP2 one in the bank. Yeah, I slammed a crit chance on mine, like base crit. So that's like pretty much the best slam you could get. So I'm pretty stoked. Mine's pretty goated. Yeah, I hit crit multi as well, but sadly it was like a tier 2 crit multi. Yeah, an extra base crit's pretty good. Because you only get the fire procs, it's a chance on critical strike. So you want to try to get to 100% critical strike chance as soon as you can. So getting that base crit on there really helps with that. Alright. Should let me go kill the Harbinger boss. Yep. Alrighty. Let's go fuck this guy up. I can't even remember what boss this is. Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Wait for my movement skill to come back. Okay. I forgot this guy moves. Is he in range? Ow. Oh, shit! I didn't see him put the frontal cone down. Yeah, I'm a little squishy still, but we still messed them up. Alright. Sword drop rate, staff, wand, spear, bow. So slight decrease to my bow. I'm interested in once you publish the guide. Yeah, my first character ever was a volatile ice falconer, so I might as well get the master another one to go. Hey, nice dude. Volatile ice ain't too bad. Oh, we got a 1 OP Celestial Doom staff. That staff is very, very interesting. Very interesting. I am curious to try to make a build around this at some point. Oh, it rolled really good too. It rolled 56 on the mana. I hate when it cuts them off and it doesn't just like put it down below, but... I think I'm probably gonna start putting points into Blade Dancer now to get the extra dex. It's either that or get the extra haste effect. But I think the dex will be more important. So let's do that. Plus it gives me more glancing blow. Literally because I dropped my flask before I even reached the first town, so I figured I might as well use it. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, it's always good when you drop something and you're like, ah, this looks cool, and then it ends up being a really good build. And it rolled 69 spell damage. Nice. I think it's actually pretty low, but... yeah, sick. Alrighty, boys. I think that's probably where I'm gonna call it for today. I'm starving. I need to go eat lunch, but... characters empowered monos, got to level 85. I am blasting through content. Everything's been kind of a cakewalk so far. So yeah, it's going really good. So we're going to keep going tomorrow. If you guys are able to, though, hang around for 5 minutes. Let's see if we can find somebody that's playing some Last Epoch. In fact, I've already found them. Immortalized is actually playing some LE right now, so we're going to give him a raid. You guys, most of you guys who have been around for my content, you know who he is. We met him in Last Epoch, and then we kind of both transitioned over to Diablo during that season, so go say hi to him, make his day a little bit better, consider giving him a follow. He's an awesome streamer. I'll be around tomorrow, guys. 10:30 Mountain Time AM is when I plan to go live, and then we'll do at least another 8 hours and keep going. Thanks for the stream, heading off as well. It's 2 AM here. Hey, no worries, Emil. I appreciate you guys being here, though. Alright. Love you guys all. Have fun. Go say hi to him. Bye, 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 bye.